Hey, welcome back, folks. This portion of What's Going On in Experience brought to you by Area U College Tours, HBCU Tours here in Rochester, in conjunction with the City of Rochester Rec Department. They're taking 80 students on to schools such as Hampton, Norfolk State, Morgan State, which I'm representing today. They're going to Howard, and they're even going to touch down in Georgetown. So that's during spring break, March 30th to April 2nd or 3rd. Area U College Tour. Hey man, well, before we left, we were getting into our football segment, and Ryan was like, "I got a lot to say, man. I got a lot to say." So
I do.
Ryan, say
I
what
do.
you got
I
to
gotta
say,
say,
and you
look,
want to say the 49ers, but I'm gonna be the lone. I'm gonna be the lone wolf like I always am on this show, and who I've been corrected. Like I told you 2 weeks ago, you have to rotate the campsite. Both y'all like, what do you mean? Rotate the campsite. Harbaugh ain't going nowhere. What do you mean? Tomlin ain't going nowhere. Where the hell are those guys at now? So I'm gonna go back to you, Ryan. Tell me about the 49ers. But after you get through, you got to give your man some homage because I told you, rotate the campsite.
yeah, you nicknamed yourself Negro Damas for a reason, man. You've been
That's
spot on. What can I say? But I'm going to make a prediction now, and it's sort of a hot take. But they scored three, or I should say, the San Francisco 49ers scored 3 points against the Seattle Seahawks in Week 18. That was a fluke, and I don't think it's going to happen again because I do trust Brock Purdy when the spotlights are on him. But there's one guy that I don't trust when the spotlight's on, and I hate to root against somebody, and he's a former New York Jet, and he had a great regular season. He seems to have a great regular season now. That's not out of the norm. But I don't trust Sam Darnold tomorrow leading the Seahawks to a victory over the 49ers. I'm not trying to, just reiterate what Greg here says, but I think this is where San Francisco's offense breaks out. McCaffrey is a beast. Um, I think that injuries are going to be the one thing that might hinder them. We also saw George Kittle tear his Achilles, but now we've had a week to rewrite the script to come up with some new plays. And already Sam Darnold is kind of hurt going into this week, saying he's going to play, but he was questionable with his oblique, and we all know that's definitely going to affect the quarterback. Josh Jones is out, so that's another person out that's supposed to protect the man. So it's not just missing. It's not that Seattle's necessarily missing stars, but the middle of the field defense now for San Francisco um, is now going to have is advantageous to them way more so than it was. Also, I don't trust Seattle's defense to stop Brock Purdy the way that they did last time. I think Brock Purdy just had an inconsistent fluke of a game. So that's all. That's what I had to say. I'm rooting for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. I think my man is going to turn the script after last week
All right,
18.
like I said, I like being the lone wolf. You know that. I'm good with being the lone wolf. And I'm going to go with Seattle, despite the fact that Sam Darnold might not complete the whole game. I just think that their defense is going to come up the Legion of Boom Part 2. That's what I
I
say,
think
Greg. The Legion of Boom Part 2, and we're gonna see because they're gonna send everybody in the kitchen sink after Brock Purdy. I know he can roll out and do his thing. I know he can. The middle of the field is open, but somebody else got to step up along with Christian McCaffrey because Kittle is down.
They can't just call them the Legion of Boom Part 2. What have they done to earn a nickname already? I'm sorry.
Playing good defense.
Overrated. Yeah, they had a great regular season. We'll see. We'll see if it holds up.
That defense got them there.
Well, I have to agree with Nate this time. Their defense is legit, dog. Their defense is fire. On another note, though, Buffalo -1. I mean, what do you think about that game? Can Josh Allen, because he is a beast, he is that guy, but when Lamar is not that guy and he's not getting there, he has to wear it every year, right? But Josh Allen, I mean, isn't it time for him to get over the hump?
Put it this way. Keep it a buck with you. Put it this way. If the Bills don't get it done, McDermott is out the door. I'll say that number one, because that's how this coaching cycle is going. He's out the door. Number two, the Bills don't get it done now, they ain't winning no Super Bowl. They're not winning the Super Bowl. If they can't get through this group of folk right now, they're not going to win a Super Bowl, Greg. They're not going to do it, and they might be trying to change. I don't know if they want to trade Josh Allen before they get into that new arena that they got set up here in Western New York. But I do know one thing: they'll go in there with a new coach and don't let them get out of Denver with a win this weekend, Ryan. And I think McDermott is gone. It's going to be a whole new Buffalo squad, but maybe with the exception of your man Josh. They'll give him one more go around, but I don't see too much future in the Bills if they don't win against the Broncos.
Well, I think McDermott's going to get outcoached. I can tell you that right now. We're going against an all-time great head coach. You know, you mentioned that he might get fired. I understand. And Greg, you said, what's the difference between Lamar and Josh Allen? Well, Lamar had an all-time great coach also. So it's always year after year, but it seems to come down to McDermott's bad decision making or I'm sorry, it's not Josh Allen's fault. I think that this could be Josh Allen's year. First off, I think that if there is a year they're going to win the Super Bowl, so far, this is the one. But that window is not closing, Nate, until Josh Allen's out of a Buffalo Bills uniform. Trading Josh Allen is the craziest thing that the Bills can do. I'm sorry. I definitely think the Bills are going to take this game. I do not trust Bo Nix at quarterback to outperform Josh Allen. The Denver defense is great. I don't trust the Denver defense to stop Josh Allen. I don't care what weapons Josh Allen has. Okay. All he needs is his running back, and I think they're going to be good to go. We're going to see him throw some.
Yeah. Mile High Stadium. Greg knows I'm going. Air value. Get to the fourth quarter. Now, Josh played in Wyoming. He played in that thin air too. But them Bills ain't used to this altitude. In the fourth quarter, Greg, tell them what they're going to be sucking wind, Greg. Please explain to your man what that's like.
It's definitely a difference. I think with, the technology the way it is, I think guys train different now. I think there's a different type of training than when we came. You know what I mean? Because even playing in San Diego and then hitting the triple in the first inning, man, it takes you a minute to get your breath back. You know what I mean? It's different. And the thing about, you're talking about the 12th man in Seattle. Denver's not an easy place to play. Denver is hostile. Denver has great fans. They root through and through for those Broncos. And like you said, the Broncos coach has been here before. McDermott somehow, always finds a way to come up a little bit short. And unfortunately, the coach has to wear it, at some point. And I'm just saying, Josh Allen, I mean, they give him all the kudos and they say all these great things about him, and he is a beast. But if you're going to judge Lamar on Super Bowl wins,
there you go.
You have to judge him on Super Bowl wins.
You got to.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you got to keep it 100. You got
and right now, Jalen Hurts looks like a better quarterback to me than that brother. Okay, so because he went to 2 and won 1. So I'm sorry, you might not think so, but he went to 2 and won 1, and to me, that's what calculates a winner, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because if you're going to say Eli Manning is a great quarterback, stat wise, no, but he's won 2 Super Bowls. So I'm just saying. So I'm just saying is you can't, and I hate to use this word, discriminate one against the other. If it's right for this one, it's right for that one, right? Jalen Hurts just, that poor kid gets his offensive coordinators taken away every single year because they get whole head coaching jobs. And except for this guy this year, that was horrible. That offense was horrible. You know what I mean? And, just the lack of creativity, with the weapons they had. And if I'm them, I move A.J. Brown. You cannot be a distraction to me next year.
Oh, he's going. He's going.
You can't, play for the name on the back all the time when we should be playing for the name on the front, right? So we're gonna have to make some adjustments that way. But
hey Ryan, do we have to take a quick break now?
If we could, and Greg, I don't know how much time we got with you, man, but I've just
can you stick around, Greg, one more segment? Because I think I get to the airport.
Yeah. We could do it.
Okay, let's do one more segment. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And he's gonna tell me how good the Mets are gonna be with Bo Bichette. He's gonna tell me, Nate, don't panic. You're gonna play the Dodgers.